ghost story.
Alright, my turn. Gather around, everyone.
Wait, where's the dog?
Forget about the dog. I'm going to tell you the story of Roanoke.
What's Roanoke?
The lost colony. Only the greatest, spookiest mystery in all of history.
Tell us.
It was 1587 when it all began. Spain and England were at war. These two powers were fighting for control.
Control of what?
Everything, but especially the New World.
That's America, right?
Oh, it's America now, but what it was then, well, that's a different story. Sir Walter Raleigh and John White were Englishmen, chosen to lead a colony in the New World. This colony consisted of more than 60 men and close to 20 women, including White's own daughter, who was pregnant with a baby girl. 2 natives accompanied them, and White felt certain that having them on the journey would protect them from other native tribes. Oh, how wrong he was.
What happened?
Many things. The colonists planned to go to Chesapeake Bay, which is slightly north of Roanoke. The journey there wasn't easy. They landed on several islands first. There they ate green fruit and drank water from a local pond. That was the first mistake. The fruit caused the colonists' lips and tongues to swell up, and the water made many of them sick. Those who washed their faces in the water had swollen eyes for 5 or 6 days. The colonists sailed to Roanoke, where they planned to meet up with English soldiers. They were planning on picking up the soldiers to continue on to Chesapeake, where they were going to establish their new colony. But the ship's pilot left them all ashore on Roanoke. That was the second mistake. When the colonists reached the fort, there was nothing there. It had been completely destroyed. All that remained of the soldiers was a single skeleton. The third mistake came when a colonist named George Howe went fishing alone. He never returned.
Why?
Probably because he was later found dead, riddled with arrows. The colonists suspected he had been killed by the Croatoan Indians. They stormed the Croatoan village, only to find out the Croatoan claimed some other tribe had killed Howe. The matter was left alone until the English made the fourth mistake.
What was that?
They saw a campfire one night and attacked the Indians, thinking they were the tribe that killed Howe. But instead, they were the friendly Croatoans. Emphasis on the word were. In August of that year, White's granddaughter was born. She was named Virginia Dare. That child was doomed from the moment she was born. For to be born in such a place as Roanoke is worse than never to be born at all. Then came the fifth and final mistake. White decided to leave and head back to England.
Why would he do that?
The colonists were running out of supplies. No one knew they were stranded on Roanoke Island. They were supposed to be in Chesapeake. So he went to ask the king for supplies. He left one simple command. If you leave, carve your destination on a tree. And then he left.
What happened?
The colonists watched as the ship disappeared into the mist. Little did they know they would never watch it return.
What?
I'm not done yet. 3 years passed before White was able to return to the island. The war with Spain prevented him from returning. But he did return. And do you know what he found?
What?
Nothing. Not a trace of any of the colonists, except for one word carved on a palisade post, Croatoan, and the letters Crow carved on a tree, unfinished.
What happened to them?
No one knows. Some say they simply disappeared. Others heard rumors of strange, blue-eyed Indians. Some say White's granddaughter was turned into a white stag and she still haunts these woods when the moon is full. All we know is that everything I just told you happened here, in this haunted spot. They are the letters that were unfinished and are doomed to remain unfinished forever. They rest here, on this tree, where weird things happen and spirits haunt the land. If you're not careful, you might end up like the lost colony of Roanoke. Hey, something's wrong with the flashlight.
What was that? The white stag!
The spirits!
Ah!